Bernard Cruz, and I am going to demonstrate today on how to fill in your eyebrows and maybe a little light makeup, just for a certain occasion. Okay? I went to Maranello School of Beauty for cosmetology, and cosmetology basically goes around everything in beauty: nails, hair, makeup, skincare. But then if you want to go deeper into makeup and estheticians or nail tech, then you would go to a different school to learn different things that they don't really teach you in the cosmetology school. Just in cosmetology, they just teach you the basics of everything. You know, how to do a manicure, how to do a pedicure, how to do the basics of hair, and how to do the basics of makeup. Actually, they really do go in the depth of hair. It's just the other branches you would have to go to a different school to learn different things about that. So first off, you want to start off with a clean face. I think every female in America has a regimen on what they do for healthy skincare. I use Clinique, the liquid facial soap, and then they also have the clarifying lotion, and then of course the moisturizer. I have oily skin, and especially in my T-zone, and I'm sure that you can see it through here on the camera. And basically what it does for me, it deep cleans my skin without exfoliating, because if you have oily skin, you're not supposed to exfoliate. Well, you can, but you just can't do it all the time like how someone with dry skin would do it. So you use this first. You wet your face, and then you would put just a little dab in your fingers and your palms, and then rub them together and just do circular motions around your face. You rinse that off with warm water. You make sure your skin is dry, but you don't have to dry it with anything. It'll dry on its own. And then you would use a cotton pad or a cotton ball, and then put this on there. Go wherever you need it to go to get that extra cleanliness. And then after that dries, then you will put on your moisturizing lotion. So now that your face is washed and prepped and ready to go, I always, no matter if I'm not doing the full face, any type of makeup that I'm putting on my face, I always put on a foundation base or a primer. And when you put on the primer, it just mattifies the face, and it's giving you a clean slate on your skin. When you use the foundation, it's blurring. There's different foundation primers that you can use. You can either use this one that I have from Mary Kay, which just mattifies and does not cover your pores. It actually fills in your pores. There are different primers. You have a primer particularly for your eyelids. You have a primer that mattifies your skin to make it glow. To not make it glow, they have a foundation primer to make it glow. So it all depends on what kind of look you're going for that day. So the makeup foundation that I use Fit Me and by Maybelline, and this is for normal to oily skin, and it's basically for just mattifying, because it's going to stay matte throughout the whole day. And then you would get a powder, which I don't have, to set your face. I use this brush, which is a foundation brush, and all you do is do little swirlies on your skin and make sure that it's blended in correctly. So today in this video, I'm going to show you how I fill in my eyebrows. I use a pencil. Sometimes I use a pencil, or sometimes I would use it comes like it looks like this, but this is concealer, but it looks like this, and it's called Dip Derm by Anastasia, but I ran out. So now I just put my foundation primer on my hand. All you need is a little dot. That might even be too much. And you're just going to rub it on your finger. You always want to use your ring finger because it has least pressure that you're supposed to use on your skin. So right now I'm just going to prime. I'm going to go above my eyebrow and underneath, and also in the middle, because when we do our eyebrow, we're actually going to put concealer there, and we want the concealer to stay. all day. Okay? So now I'm going to get my pencil, and this is called a spoolie. So I'm going to get up close so you guys can see. What I'm doing is just brushing up the hair, making sure that all of the hair goes together. I'm actually going to use a mirror. This isn't foundation, this is a bronzer. So I'm going to use the mirror to actually see, and I'm going to show it to you. So I'm still brushing up, making sure that all the hair is going the same way. And the technique that I'm going to show you is for if you need your eyebrows done and you didn't have a chance to go and do it. As you can see, I have hair. I don't know if you can really see, but I have hair under here, and I'm going to show you a trick on how to make it look like you just got your eyebrows done. So after we had brushed all our hairs to go the same way, what we're going to do is fill in our brows. People fill in their brows differently. I love to watch YouTube all the time and find different ways on how to draw my eyebrows, and I found so many different ways that are great, but I am always accustomed to doing it how I learned and how I always have done it. So first I start underneath here. I just lightly draw a line. I start from the middle because that's going to be the darkest part. And you never want to start right here because you don't want that box effect. You want your eyebrows to look as normal as possible. So now I'm going to drag the line that I just created, and I'm going to drag it down to make it a little longer. So now that you have your line and that's how you want it, you'll come up here and fill in the top and drag it all the way down to me, like that. And then you can either fill it in with the brow, or I'm going to show you how I do it. So now you're just going to come and drag that very lightly to the front to make it all look even. Now for the front, and only the front do I do this, is I'm actually going to take the pencil and just flick it up. But not too much, because you don't want your eyebrows to look like a box effect. And what that is going to do with the next step is now we're going to brush all of the hair to blend it in. So now, this is why I don't fill in with the pencil, because sometimes the pencil can get a little bit too dark and too harsh, and you don't want your eyebrows to look harsh. You don't want it to look like an eagle trying to fly off of your face. So you're just going to come and just brush to blend. And of course, during this time when you're brushing and blending, it's going to fade. So what you do is you get your pencil and you just lightly take it and just darken up wherever you want it to be dark. And like I said, don't go too close to the front, because you don't want it to look like you're angry, like your eyebrows are looking like this. So now once you got the basic shape of how you want it, of course always blend in the front to make it look as normal as possible. So I'm doing everything like that. Now I'm going to take, this is a flat brush, and it's going to be used for multiple things. I like to use it for concealer. I like to use it like if I'm pressing on eyeshadow. For my base, I will use this brush. So right now this is a concealer from MAC, and I'm not even taking that much. I'm just basically making my brush with some product. You always want to start less. Less is always more. So now, taking this, So now that I've blended all of it underneath, you can leave it like that, or you can go on the top. Like if you messed up something, you want to clean up a line, then just go on the top to make it even more outstanding. Come down here in the front, make sure everything is blended, like you see no lines, and voila, you're done. So from that to this. Thank you for watching my demonstration on how to fill in your eyebrows. I hope this helps someone who doesn't know how to do their eyebrows or anything about makeup for that matter. My name is Nate Cruz, and it's a pleasure demonstrating, and thank you for watching.